Hi guys, welcome back to the next episode of the SamDjanShow. Today we're going to go through the top 10 worst fan bases, so let's get into it. Welcome back to the next episode of the SamDjanShow. Today we're talking about pop culture. We're talking top 10 worst fan bases. Now before we do, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for his algorithm. So yeah, today I'm going to go through the top 10 worst fan bases. There's 10 to go through. Now we've had fandoms. Now there's some good fandoms, there's some bad fandoms. Today I've come down to 10 of the worst fan bases. So let's get into it. So number 10 we have football fans. I'm not a huge fan of football, so I like sports. I just don't like football. I like basketball's pretty good. I like tennis. Badminton's okay. I like running. I just don't like football. Like there's a lot of fans of football or soccer. If you're in America, it's probably soccer or soccer. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Soccer, football, and yeah. So football. A lot of people fight over football and stuff. Football players, football teams and stuff. I feel like football. I feel like it's not as toxic as the other ones we're going to talk about. So yeah, as football fans, I just put it on there because I feel like some of them are toxic. And yeah, well, there's matches and stuff. So yeah, number 9, I have Marvel and DC fans. Now I'm talking about the comics, the TV shows, the animation, the movies. Now Marvel and DC, there's only a rivalry. There's only a rivalry between the fans. Even Kevin Feige likes DC. Lots of people like Marvel. I like both. I gravitate towards DC more. I'm kind of a huge fan of DC because my favorite characters are DC. But I still like Marvel. I like the MCU, the DCU. I like the animated movies. Some of the comics are good. The characters are good. But I feel like lots of people. I don't think it's as toxic as it was back then. Like back in 2016, it was toxic. Like it was either you're a Marvel fan or a DC fan because we had Civil War that year and we had BVS and then Civil War beat BVS and then Marvel was just beating them in the movies. But I feel in the comics they're kind of struggling. I think like both of them are struggling. Now with James Gunn, I hope DC are I thought DC is probably, but I feel like Marvel's kind of lacking now since Phase 4. And Phase 5 hasn't been that exciting. I think Phase 6 might be good, but yeah, this is pretty much Marvel and DC. Like I see this fight occasionally. I kind of prefer DC more than Marvel, but I like both of them. So yes, Marvel and DC. Number 8, I have Apple and Samsung fans, specifically the Samsung Galaxy and the iPhone fans. Now I currently have an iPhone. No, not iPhone. I'm sorry, I have a Samsung Galaxy S22. I currently have that right now. I don't have an iPhone. I never will get an iPhone. I never liked iPhone. Now I have had experience with Apple products. I've used an iMac. I've used a MacBook Pro. I've used an iPod, an iPad. My brother has an iPhone, and my sister has an iPhone. I think my dad has an iPhone as well. Yeah, he doesn't use it. He uses another phone. I think it's Android. But I don't like Apple. I feel like Apple's just basic and stuff. They don't really do stuff. You can't really download stuff on it. And I think the only thing Apple has, I think the protection is probably better than Samsung. The protection is like way better than Samsung. But I think overall, I think Samsung is better. You get more variety, not just Samsung Galaxies, more variety with Samsung. And I feel like Samsung is just easy. It's easy to use. Anyone can use it. So yeah. Number 7, I have anime fans. Now I'm not a huge fan of anime. There's Pokemon, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Avatar. I don't think the Avatar's an anime, but like there's a lot of animes and stuff. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of anime, but there's some toxic anime fans out there. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say. Like, I don't think anime. Like, I'm not a huge fan of anime. I can never get anime. I just prefer regular animation. I just don't like anime because no offense to people who've seen it. Like, if you like it, all the bad power to you. But I just can't get anime. I just don't care for it. And so yeah, they are kind of toxic. Like, I see some of it here and now and then. Like Attack on Titan. I know a few of them. I just don't watch them. But yeah, number 6 are PlayStation and Xbox fans. Now, this is since the beginning, since Xbox and PlayStation. Now, I have a PlayStation 5. I don't have an Xbox. I have no intention of getting an Xbox. My brother had an Xbox. He had an Xbox 360 and he had an Xbox One. He currently has a PlayStation right now. I don't know if he still has the Xbox, but I don't like Xbox. Xbox is Microsoft and PlayStation Sony. I have a PlayStation 5. I did have a PlayStation 4. I prefer the PlayStation because I feel like it's more exclusive. Like you have Uncharted, you have Last of Us, like you have the Spider-Man games. And also, I just have better Game Boy exclusive, more stuff on there. And I feel like PlayStation is really not that. I just prefer PlayStation. I think it's more versatile, it's more easy to use. Xbox is probably good. More power to you if you're an Xbox fan. This is not a huge Xbox fan. I've never been an Xbox fan. I've always been a PlayStation fan. So yeah. Number 5, I have Harry Potter fans. Now you're probably thinking there isn't really toxic Harry Potter fan. I feel like the book fans are really toxic. I feel like the movie fans, like there's some people I've talked to who don't like the movies. There's some people who do like the movies. I like the movies, even though they've so much they've left out of the books. But I'll say they're toxic because they attacked the Superman Legacy game. There's the no, not Superman Legacy, the Hogwarts Legacy game that came out early this year. They attacked that. They've attacked J.K. Rowling, and she said no, not pedo. She said jokes about homophobic people, which I don't agree with what she says, but I don't really care about J.K. Rowling. Now we are getting Harry Potter TV show. Now I know people are against it. Cause like, what's the point doing that? The movies are perfect. But as much as good as the movies were, I feel like there's so much they left out of it, and I feel like a TV show would be good because every season we're getting a new book of the 7 books, and I'm looking forward to that TV show. And Harry Potter is a dedicated fan base. I feel like Harry Potter is good. I don't think it's up there with Lord of the Rings, Percy Jackson, like Diary Wimpy Kid, but it's one of the most popular books, and I like all the books and the movies as well. And except Cursed Child, I don't like Cursed Child. But number 4, I have nostalgic fan. Now this is pretty much nostalgic, like movies. I'm talking about phones, Rubik's cubes, cameras, floppy disk, vinyl. Some people like vinyl, some people like CDs, some people like DVDs, some people like iPods, some people like I don't know, probably other old cars, probably like old technology and stuff. I'd say they're toxic. Like I feel like nostalgia's only been now new, specifically in movies like The Flash, No Way Home. Like nostalgia, like some people's nostalgia people are kind of toxic, but I'm not really the nostalgic fan. I kind of like there's some newer stuff I have. Like there's some old stuff, the game consoles. Like I had Nintendo, and yeah, that's pretty much what I would say was nostalgia fans. Number 3, I have the Scarlet Witch fans. Scarlet Witch fans, also in the Wonder stands, whatever. Don't know Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch was in the Marvel comic. She's in the MCU. She is currently played by Elizabeth Olsen, and she's been in the MCU since Captain America: Winter Soldier. She's been in Winter Soldier. She's been in Age of Ultron. She's been in Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, WandaVision, her own TV show, and she was in Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. Now, since Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, have been, maybe specifically WandaVision, people have been defending Wanda's actions because if you don't know if you've seen WandaVision, she basically controlled a whole town just to be with her kids and Vision, even though Vision wasn't there, her kids weren't there. People are making excuses for her, and I say they're toxic. I think Doctor Strange, basically, she kills all the Illuminati, and they basically just think she's a hero and stuff. I don't know. I think Wanda might come back maybe in the Avengers movie. Her movie, I don't know. But I feel like they're toxic all the time. Wanda fans, like they excuse all the stuff she's done and stuff. And I like Wanda. She's not my favorite MCU character. She's not my favorite Marvel character in general. But I think Elizabeth also plays it. Oh, there's been complaints about her being whitewashed and stuff. But I think she's fine in the role. And I like Wanda, and I think she's good. I think she's currently one of the best MCU fans we have. MCU characters we have, aside Falcon and Hawkeye and Spider-Man. But yeah, I feel like they're so annoying. I see them all over Twitter. So that's the Scarlet Witch fans. Number 2, I have Star Wars fans. Now, this is the biggest one. This has been there since, I think, the prequels. Like, I think they will agree the original show is good. They're the prequels. I don't like Phantom Menace. I feel like Attack the Clones is okay. And I think Revenge of the Sith is the same. But since then, we had the Star Wars. We had Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, Rogue One, and we had Solo. And they've been toxic. Like, they've said they don't care about the Disney ones. Like, Ahmed Best, they attacked him for playing Jar Jar Binks. And yeah, I'm attacking Kathleen Kennedy, but I think that Kathleen Kennedy's a good producer. I just don't think she's good at Star Wars. I think she's leaving soon, but now they've been I think the TV shows are good. Some of them are good, some of them haven't, and I feel like some of the movies will be good. We have 4 movies kind of. I hope they happen, but yeah, I like Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I think they're okay. But I feel like the fans kind of bring it down. So yeah, that's Star Wars, and then finally the Snyder fans. Like, it's no debate. The Snyder fans are the worst. And I say that because ever since the Snyder Cut came out, they've just been toxic. They've been attacking people. They've been doing homophobic stuff. They've been calling people pedophiles. They've been calling out executives. They've been calling out actors, people who aren't even associated with DC. They've gone up everyone, like, they won't do anything unless they get Zack Snyder to finish his 2 Justice League movies. I've seen them all over Twitter. Even when David Cornswell just got announced, they've been attacking him. They've attacked Rachel Brosnahan. They've attacked anyone who's not here with DC. Went after Zachary Levi. They went after Henry Cavill for not doing what Zach wanted. And it's just everywhere. Like, I don't know. I'm happy the Snyderverse is gone. We got 3 movies out of it. Be happy we got 3 movies. Like, some people don't even get 3 movies. I just feel like the other 2 are going to happen. They've had this whole campaign about they're going to sell over to Netflix. I don't see it happening. The reason why is that I don't see David Zaslav sitting there and saying, oh, let's have 2 universes at the same time. I'm happy with Zack Snyder, his era. He had 10 years. I'm happy his era is gone. I like to. It might still be via Zack Snyder, just like the other movies, but I think it's time to move on to again James Gunn and Peter Safran. I'm looking forward to my legacy and all the other projects that are coming out. But I feel like Snyder fans are the worst. They've gone after so many people and stuff. They make fun of people. They insult people. They do everything to try and get this movie, and they're just movies at the end of the day. And yeah, they are officially the worst fandom. And I say stay away from them. Stay away from. Like, you can be a fan of DC, just stay away from these people, and that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So that is my top 10, the top 10 worst fan bases. But yeah, so much for my videos. My next one, bye.